We go to Palestine now, where our correspondent in Gaza, Huda Hegazi, gives us details on a day where the Israeli occupation army denied entry of trucks with humanitarian aid to Northern Gaza.
After the massacre carried out by the Army of Israel last week in Gaza City, specifically in Al-Rashid Street, at the time that Gazans were waiting for humanitarian aid to enter the northern area of Gaza City and were meeting on the streets near the coastal area, and at the time the troops of the Army of Israel proceeded to bombard them, taking the life of approximately 120 people. After this massacre, the United Nations World Food Program, which they were responsible for transporting these trucks to the north of Gaza City, they had decided to stop their actions and their work of transporting these food and trucks in northern Gaza City for fear that the Israel army would again commit further massacres against the Gazans. But however, after the famine situation and the situation of the humanitarian massacre being experienced by the Gazans in these areas, they have decided today to resume this work and mission of moving these trucks in the northern area of Gaza City. On Wednesday, they had prepared a convoy consisting of 14 humanitarian aid trucks, which include mainly food to go to the north of Gaza. It should be noted that when the convoy was about to pass through the checkpoint in the area which Israel had set to separate the Gaza Strip into two, precisely after waiting for more than 3 hours to verify these trucks only include humanitarian aid, Israel has refused entry of these trucks and has proceeded to return them to the south area, preventing the necessary humanitarian aid from reaching the north area and Gaza City. In this context, the Palestinian Ministry of Health has condemned this act that has been carried out by Israel, just precisely due to on Wednesday a local report assured that 18 Gazans have lost their life in the north and Gaza City for lack of food, malnutrition, dehydration, and in the meantime also was confirmed that some of them were children and elderly people with chronic disease, and it has denounced that Israel continues to prevent the entry of these foods into those areas of the Gaza Strip. In this sense, Palestinian Ministry of Health warned that the number of martyrs, the number of victims of lacks of food from famine could increase in the coming days, even in the next hours.